friends, it's Carolyn Zick here with C6 Stitch, and today is Saturday, January 27th, 2024. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you are here spending part of your day or your evening with me. It's been a very busy week. We had an ice storm last week, which I talked about in my video last week. This week, school was back in session. So we had it was technically our second week of classes, but really our first week of classes, if that makes sense. So it was just very hectic trying to get caught up, and students usually have 2 weeks of an add drop period after the semester starts, and they only had 1 week because it's really hard to move the add drop period, which means you're adding classes and dropping classes and all that. And it can't be moved because it is tied into financial aid and all that good stuff. So they were reduced really to only having 1 week to make changes to their schedules. So it was a very busy week. But it was good. It was good. But I'm tired. But our weather has cleared up. Yeah, we're completely fine. It's a very gray and rainy day, which I love. I'm going to film this and then I'm going to go lay down and take a nap. It is later in the afternoon. I usually try to film these in the morning because the lighting's a little bit better, but it's later in the afternoon because this morning we had a Stitchy Zoom call for the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. So if you want to join us, we do them usually on the last Saturday of the month is when we try to get them in. We just sit around for hour and a half or so and chat and stitch and just have fun. So that was really fun. You could join the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group to get information on the next Zoom call if you'd like to join us. That was really fun. And then I went and met my friend Tammy, who her YouTube channel used to be called Tammy's Crafty Life, and she has recently changed it to Woodland Stitching Studio. You should definitely go check her out. I met her for lunch because I had to give her some new pieces. She is my finisher. So I had to give her some new pieces to finish, and she gave me some pieces back. So I'd love to show those to you. So the first one I don't have much information on. I don't know why. I don't have a lot of information on it. Anyway, so the chart is called First Snow. It is by the Drawn Thread. It is a freebie on their website. So if you go to the website, just Google the Drawn Thread, and under their free charts, or just search on their website, First Snow. Spell out the word first, F-I-R-S-T. I stitched this. I don't know how long. I think this is just a 28 count Dove Gray Lugana that I had, and she finished it on one of these stands. I think it is fantastic. I love her finishing. I think she is so talented. And then the back, look at this beautiful green, which picks up the colors of the green of the tree. So that's how that came out. Now, this will come out next year, or later this year, I guess, when it's more like Christmas, winter. And this, it is kind of Christmassy, but it's also more winter. So actually, we could put it up right now. I know you all were yelling that at me, it's still winter. So we could put this up right now. But I will be changing my background here pretty soon for Valentine's Day. I don't have a ton of Valentine's Day, but I'll be changing it very soon. And then the other piece I got from her is this piece. Look at this. How cute is this? This chart is called Falling Leaves. It is by the Mindful Needle. And I stitched this on just a small piece of 32 count Weatherstone by Color and Cotton. And it took me 5.5 hours to stitch. And this was a market release, I believe. It had a color thread pack, which I used for it, that were used for many designers' design charts with the thread pack. I still have plenty of the thread pack left over. I love how she finished it. This is a pillow. It has a lot of weight to it. She said she put walnut shells in it. I had that. Did I have that button? Or did you add that button, Tammy? I can't remember now. That's really funny. And then this beautiful brown fabric, and then the back. Look how perfect this fabric is. It's almost identical to that. I love it. I am so thrilled. She's fantastic. She will finish things for you as well if you reach out to her. So go to Woodland Stitching Studio on YouTube, and she will finish things for you. So that was really, really fun. I have not gotten a chance to get to your comments from last week, so I apologize. It's just this week has just really was much busier than I anticipated. So I will get to those comments. I do appreciate you leaving comments, and I will definitely get to them. So we don't have any like Q&A or anything this week. So let's jump right into WIPs. Brringo 2024 is officially somewhat over. Officially somewhat. The calls are done, so we make calls for the first 25 days of January because there are 25 squares on a bingo board. And then the last 6 days of the month, people can do any makeup that they need to do. They can post their pictures, post their boards, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of Brringo. I mean, obviously, I can't enter to win, but I did get a blackout. You'll just have to trust me on that. So that feels good. I didn't have to do any makeup this year, which I think is maybe the first time I've never had to do any makeup work after the calls are done. So that's exciting. And it's really been fun. I mean, it's just such a fun event, and it's so great to see everyone stitching and just how much they get done this month. And it is a busy month. We were talking about that on our Zoom call this morning. Like it does very much feel like a very busy month. We were talking to how, I think Candy was saying how when we first started these kind of bingo games, we like would have 25 different projects. That's a lot to be stitching on 25 different things in 1 month. And so then we kind of like got a little bit smarter, and we're like, oh yeah, maybe we can reuse the same ones for different prompts. And, this time I had 8 different pieces, I think, that I fit into all the prompts, which is a lot. Usually I try to keep it to like 6. But 8 was fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. But before we get into that, let me show you my 25/7 piece for the second half of January. This is to go along with Garon's Focus on a Designer. The designer for this month is Lila Studio. So I'm working on With the Needle too, and I am in this first block still right here. So I got a ways to go. I've got a ways to go. I'm stitching this on, I think it's a 32 count vintage Sahara linen, I think it is. But I got quite a bit done. So I got the other 2 little red fishies. They still need their eyeballs. I'll get it done before I put this away. That's my goal. I got the mermaid is done, and then I did a bunch of fill-in of the water. And then I kind of started down here. I think there's some coral or something down here. It'd be great if I could get, what day is it? It's the 27th. So we have a few more days. I don't know how much I'll get done. It'd be nice to get the border done, and then like this little section down here, and then the eyeballs done. And then there's like there's still more to do. There's like a cloud up here, and then there's like a whole like little town houses scene right here. But it's good. It's nice to give some love to this one. I really enjoy working on this one. It's pretty easy. There's nothing tricky about it. It's just a big piece. It is 426 wide by 186 high. So it's a long one, but it's a fun one. So that is my 25/7 for this month. Then for Brringo, I worked on Black Cat season twice. Once for the call, something that's inspired by your pet, and once for the call, stitch on something that reminds you of where you live. So I have a black cat, so that's inspired by my pet Jack, and it reminds me of where I live because I have a black cat where I live. So I was able to finish. So this piece is also on my year of WIPs, and it is also on my countdown to 50, which is something Melanie Watkins came up to finish 50, to have 50 finishes by the time we turn 50, which for me will be in March of 2027. So there are 6 blocks on this. I finished number 2, Black Cat Singing in the Dead of Night. So I finished up, that block is done, and I moved on to block 3, I love those little kitty faces. This is by, sorry, this is by Lindy Stitches. It is 6 different charts. It is called Black Cat Season, but you can buy them individually too if you just want a couple of them. This is one, number 3, is called Blackest Cat. So I have those little cute faces there, and it reads, "May the blackest cat you've ever seen make you smile on Halloween." This saying just makes me smile because I have a black cat and it makes me smile. I am stitching this on 32 count Blackberry Latte by Grace Notes Fabrics. And the way Stephanie of Lindy Stitches designed it was you can get a piece of fabric that is like long and narrow, and it's like the intention was to stitch it long ways, like one across and 6 down. I decided mine 3 across and 2 down. I mean, I'll have almost half of this fat quarter left over. Not quite, but almost. So this is where we're at. So this, I didn't write down how long. Block number 2 probably took me like 10 hours or something. They're taking me about 10 hours to do each block, which isn't too bad. But it is so cute. And so this is going to go away for now, but we'll see her later this year because she is on my year of whips. So that is Black Cat Seasons by Lindy Stitches. Next up was the 1544 Band Sampler. This is by Works by ABC. This is what it will look like when it's all done, except I am doing mine in blue. This was a gift from my friend Andrea, and she had Garan kit it up. And so they kitted up in my favorite color, which is blue. So I am using Belle Soie, because I'm fancy, in Chester's blue. And I'm trying to think, let me see where I'm at on here. I am like right in this row. So I'm right about the halfway mark. This is also on my year of whips for this year. So I'm right here right at the halfway mark. This is a 27 count banding. So this is what it looks like. I think I got this done. Oh, this was called for stitch on something that will be finished in any way except framed. And so this is going to be a bell pull. So I finished this one. This one was a lot of counting, and then I got down to here, and I almost finished that band. I just have that one. Now, I've noticed on this banding that it's like pulling up in the center. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's kind of pulling up in the center, and I don't know how concerned I should be about that for finishing. I could see it more in person. It's like the weave is like pulling it up towards the center. So if you have any tips on what I can do, or how concerned on a scale of 1 to 10 should I be about this? But yeah, this is gorgeous. I love it. It's pretty quick when you get time to work on it. It is 50 stitches wide, so it's not very wide, and it's 211 long. But some of these designs, I mean, some go faster, like this band right here was pretty fast because it was really easy to memorize that pattern. This one was pretty slow because it was just kind of all over the place. So, but yeah, so this is on my year of whips. So we'll be seeing this a lot more this year to try to get it done. It is also on my countdown to 50. Same for this next one, Flower Birth Sampler, which I worked on 2 more times for a total of 4 times this month. This is by Historical Sampler Company, and it is called Flower Birth Sampler. A friend of mine had a baby around in November. So I am stitching this. This, I have to say, I really underestimated how long it would take me. It is going very slowly, but it is so sweet. There are so many color changes. It's just kind of fiddly. It's not hard. It's just, they're all cross stitches. I don't even think the name is done in backstitch. It is all cross stitches, full cross. The colors are gorgeous. I think I'm just using DMC. But it's just very fiddly, and there's a lot of little stitching to it. This one, I am stitching it on a 32 count pastel lilac. I don't know if you can see, kind of looks white. It's just a very, very faint purple, and my lighting is very strange because it's about to start raining. But here's where I'm at now. So the center is done, and then I moved the Q-snap over to the right to kind of try to work on this corner so I can eventually go down. Because I worked on this 4 times this month. So I got 12 out. That's 12 hours of stitching. It does not look like 12 hours of stitching to me. It's just kind of fiddly, but it'll be so, so pretty. This one was called for a whip or new start with words for Brringo, and then a whip or new start by a non-US designer. Again, the designer of this piece is Historical Sampler Company. You can find them online. Just Google their name, and this is just a PDF download. They are out of the UK. I think it's gorgeous. I do. And it's just kind of the similar thing all the way around. So I will definitely get good at those flowers. So I have like from here over done, over to here done. So I'm kind of right in this corner. So I haven't quite turned the corner yet. And then I have 3.5 more sides to do. This is on my year of whips. This is on my countdown to 50. My goal is to get it done before her first birthday. That's my goal. So we'll see. Okay. Then the last call for Brringo this year was, let me make sure there's a bird on here. The call was a whip or a new start that has a bird. I swore there was a bird on here, and now I can't find it. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. Whew. So I pulled out Quaker Christmas 2 by Bygone Stitches. It's not a good picture at all, but the bird is right down here. I was like, I swear I saw a bird on it. I am stitching mine. So this picture, which doesn't do it justice as most pictures don't. This chart is called for as 2 colors. One is Current by Gentle Sampler Threads, and the other one is Blue Spruce. So the song names are all done in Blue Spruce. I'm doing my entire thing all in red though. So, and I'm stitching mine on a 28 count smoky vintage white. I love this. This is going to be so pretty. So I got this motif done. So that one was not yet finished last time. So I got that motif done. I did this flower. I did this little design there. I did the lettering. This is all back stitching. It came upon a midnight clear, and then I did this design. So I got all that done. It's so pretty. I am using my red is Vicky Clayton silk. It is called Perfect Red. I don't know if you can. I know the lighting's getting weird. It's very slightly variegated, not much, but when you look at it, you can see in some areas it gets a little bit darker and lighter, and I think it's going to be so pretty all in red. So that is that. And then Brringo ended. And so yesterday was really, because it was the 26th, so it was really the first day that I pulled something else out. And as you know, I work on my montages, my seasonal montages. I try to work on them on Sundays, but because this is Brringo, I'm just doing 3 days. I know I'm going to be a day short this month, but I'm doing 3 days in a row. We are in winter here where I live, so I am working on winter montage, which was so fun to bring it out. I am way up here on this very first block. I am like right here. There are 7 little berry clumps. I finished the second one last night. This is Winter Montage. It is artwork by Janet Stever. It is charted by Pain Free Crafts. So where I worked in last night was right in here. I started going up a little bit over here, but this is mostly, you can see I'm carrying down a little bit when there's just a couple of stitches in the one below it. But for the most part, I'm just focusing on one block at a time. Last night, I got in 355 stitches. I started when I pulled out this piece. This is probably the piece with the least amount done of the 4 montages because I just started this in January last year. where the other ones I at least got a little bit of stitching done on them in the previous year. So this one I started at, when I started last night, it was at 2.68% done. It is now up to 2.92% done. So this will be fun because I don't usually work on it multiple days in a row, but I am going to be working on it for a couple more days. And I will probably maybe do some fill-in and kind of work my way up and then over and down and up and over and down until we get this block finished. But it's so pretty. It's really pretty. So I worked on that. So that is everything I stitched this week. It was fun. It definitely feels very productive. And I really have a lot of fun with Brringo. So I'm going to go a little out of order here, just because of where things are located. I'm going to do haul now. And then, or no, not haul. I'm sorry. I'll do giveaways first, and then we'll do haul, and then plans. So for giveaways, we had several. This cute little packet, kit, the winner of this is Joanne, the Eclectic Stitcher. Look her up on Flosstube. She's a pretty new Flosstuber. Her channel is called The Eclectic Stitcher. So Joanne, I can't remember if I have your address or not, but can you just email it to me just in case? You can email me at czlookstitch@gmail.com. This Lighthouse kit, the winner of this is the Stitchy Now. So congratulations. I think I should have your address, but again, just send it to me, please. This is the Tea by Doreen Jones. Melissa DeMoss, 3000. Melissa DeMoss, DEMAS, 3000. You are the winner of that. So please send me your address. We had this Easter wreath. The winner of this is Patty Smith. So congratulations, Patty. I know I have your address, so I will get that in the mail to you. Next up is Home Tweet Home by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is such a cute little piece. Sandy Walker, 4496. You are the winner of this. So please send me your address. And then the big one, this book, the winner is Shaman Carmichael. So congratulations to you. I think I have your address unless you've moved in the past couple of years. And she made a comment about something like, you said something about romantic goth or something. And my cousin got me this for Christmas, and she is definitely like, that describes her to a T. So I think you'll really enjoy this book. So that's fun. So if you haven't moved in the past couple of years, I think we're good. But if you have, just send me your address. Giveaways for this week, we have another 5 because I came across all these kits. And I think they're so cute, and I think you'll really enjoy them. These are open internationally. Don't say giveaway or free or anything like that. I'll send these anywhere. This first one is really, really cute. I don't think I would make it into a card, though. I think I would just make it and like, you know, put it up behind me. But it's called Shine Rainbow Bright. And it's perfect for kind of spring, right, with the rainbow and all that. This is a kit, so you get the floss and the fabric, and I think you get the envelope and all that. So you get everything you need to work on in here. But if you want to win this, say, rainbow, I think it's so cute. This next one is also very darling. Look at this. So Stitch So Much Love. Again, I think this is a card. You get everything you, oh yeah, pretty illustrated card, handy envelope, 14 count Ada, cotton thread, color chart, and key. She's really, really cute. So if you want this, say sew, S-E-W. She's so cute. The next one is another kit. It's a little beat up, honestly, but I promise I haven't, it came that way, so you can see how it's kind of torn. So only enter if that does not bother you. I have not opened it. It's not opened. It's just torn from, you know, it comes from overseas. So these are all from the World of Cross Stitch magazine, so they come from the UK. So this is another card. It's a red panda. I think he is so cute. Again, you get everything you need. You get the fabric and the floss and the card and all that. So if you want to win this, say panda. Super, super cute. And just know that it's a little beat up. Okay, then 2 just charts. There's nothing included with them. These are by the Nutmeg Needle. I got these off the freebie table last year. So we have spring. Here, let me. Now you're gonna need these little buttons. I don't know. I don't know if they're still available. This chart is from 1996, so I'm guessing they're not still available, but I could be wrong. They are not included in here. So if you want to win this, say spring, the design area is 30 by 84, so it's not very big. It's just a matter of finding cute little buttons that you'll like. And then we have the summer one. Same thing. Say summer if you want to win this. Again, there's lots of beads that you'll need to find. It looks like, I bet you can find these. This is a bee skip. And then these are, it's really hard to see, little bees. So I bet you can find something like that. This is 30 stitches wide by 88 high. So say summer if you want to win that. So those are our giveaways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up here. I'm going to pause, clean up, grab my haul and my plans, and then I will be right back. All right, I am back. It's such a mess around here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do haul first. I got this gorgeous Christmas card from my dear friend Maria. Look at this. She stitched, I don't know if you can see, she stitched in here these gorgeous stitches with beautiful floss. So it's an ornament. I mean, and then I don't know how she got that in there. Did you heat emboss something with the chain? I don't know how you did this, but she made it. It is gorgeous. I will definitely be holding on to that. So thank you, Maria. It's gorgeous. So I got my, I joined the Garan Fabric of the Month Club for Seraphim and Fabrics by Stephanie. So it's like every other month. If you have not gotten yours yet, you might not want to see it. You might want to look away because I'm going to show it just in the package. So I got my first fabric, and it is this gorgeous, gorgeous color. There. Let me take out the package. Sorry. I don't know why I was hesitating to take it out of the package. Anyway, here. Isn't this beautiful? It's really pretty. It is called Austera. And I get the 32 count, and it's a linen. Super, super pretty. So that will go in my stash. I also got this is my issue of the World of Cross Stitching. It says special 2023. This is a special Christmas chart, I think, or Christmas magazine. It is issue 340, but I don't think it's the regular December issue. I think it's their special Christmas, because it's called a special issue, and it says all the Christmas charts you need. I haven't even looked at it yet. I literally just pulled it out of the wrap right before I started the video. So that will be coming. I got some, well, okay, so let me go back. Garan, I also had pre-ordered this new Bella Filipina Julia, the Firefly Princess. I just love the colors in her. Look at that dress. So gorgeous. Actually, would she work on here? She might not work on there. The purples might be too close. Okay, never mind. But and I also ordered the bead pack, which I try to do now because some of the treasures and stuff are, like there's 4 different treasures. The rest are just regular beads, but there's some treasures in there as well. So I get nervous that, you can find something to replace it, but I got both. So that came in the mail. Then I had some Stitchy Kindness. This is from Glenda. Look at this cute little card. And Glenda had reached out to me a while ago and said, I have a really cute needle minder I want to send you. And oh my goodness, look how cute. I love it. I have seen this and I have almost bought it, and I just hesitated for some reason. And then Glenda was like, here, I have this. I'll send it to you. So cute. And then she also included this really cute one from Stitch Quarterly. It is Snowy Penguin. Isn't that cute? I will get great use out of these because I use them on all my projects. So Glenda, thank you so much. That was so kind of you. And then next up, and I'll just use first names because I didn't get permission. I have this beautiful thank you card from Lynn. It's gorgeous, and she wrote a lovely note. And she sent me, oh my goodness, she made this bag. It's skulls, like Halloween. It's a Halloween bag. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a little charm on here, a little ghosty. He's so cute. And then the inside is just that white fabric. Easy to see your items in there. She sent me a matching smaller bag with, this is a little teddy bear charm. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard for me to see. But that's not all inside the bag. Oh my gosh. I'm so spoiled by you all. She sent me a floss ring. It is a haunted house, and it has another little ghosty on it. And then a floss ring with a snowman, and it has like some charms on it, some scissors. It has one that says love. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, love. And then there's a little tag that says made with love. So she made these. So Lynn, thank you so very much. They're gonna get used. I use floss rings all the time. And then she sent me this because she's from Canada and she knows I am also Canadian. And she sent me these little mittens that say Canada on them. Isn't that darling? Oop, I dropped them. My hands are kind of, they're not working right today, but look how cute those are. So cute. Lynn, you did way too much. You are just a treasure. So thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Okay, so that was Stitchy Kindness. Then I was doing the magazine flip through. If you haven't seen it yet, I encourage you to go watch it. Just Cross Stitch Magazine has made some changes recently. And so they are now doing a quarterly magazine. It is a lot thicker than normal. The pages are better quality. And arguably, I think the charts are better quality. So I have like 5 flagged here. This is the cover. This is one of the ones I have flagged. But one of the ones that I want to start, I'm not sure when, is this one. It is called Hummingbird Garden, and it is a design by Carolyn Manning. And you could see there are little hummingbird charms throughout. This is going to be released. You get like the top row in this issue, and then next quarter you'll get the second row, third row, fourth row. So by the end of the year, you'll have this done, is the idea. Now, this only calls for Sullivan's. There is no DMC conversion or anything like that. In the magazine, there's a QR code where you can go to Annie's Craft Store online and get the kit, which I did. That's really why I'm showing you this. This is Hummingbird Garden Kit. It comes with the fabric, which is 28 count antique white Jobelin. It has some Krynic. It has all the Sullivans. Look at those colors. The Sullivan's floss. And you also get all the little hummingbird charms. I know it's kind of hard to see. There are 6 total. So I think there's 3 of one kind and 3 of another. I don't know what the difference is. I haven't, again, this just came in the mail today that I picked up on my way home from brunch with Tammy. So I just got, but look at those colors. I don't know if I've ever used Sullivan's colors, but again, here's the chart called Hummingbird Garden. It is in the spring 2024 issue, or the first part is in the spring 2024 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I mean, I think even if, here, I can show you this. This is what the first part looks like. Even if you just wanted to do that, it would still be pretty. So, I don't know. I haven't even looked at how big it is. The whole design is 195 high by 146 wide. So the first section is 49 high by 146 wide. Like, maybe I'll try to finish it before the next issue comes out. I don't know. But I have everything I need. It's gorgeous. I love it. So that came in the mail. And then I had some Etsy credit, or I mean a gift card or whatever. And so I was looking for something kind of special. And Gamma's Treasures on Etsy makes really great bags. And I found this as a project bag. Okay, so first of all, look at the pattern. It's kitty cats doing different things. Okay, and then it's a big bag. It is meant to be more like a retreat bag than like a project bag. You have a pocket in here, a pocket here. Inside, look at that fabric inside. You get a thread bed, the same material. You get another pocket in here. I'm not showing this well. And another zipper pocket in there. And it's really meant, like, you could put a Q-snap. Now, if you're using Q-snaps for every single project, like, you want one, you don't want to share Q-snaps, this might not be big enough for you. But if you want one Q-snap, 3, 4, 5 projects, I think they can fit in here just fine, depending on how big they are. But I thought this would be great to take for retreats, or even to take from your hotel room down to the stitching room. And you have enough room to put some accoutrement in there. Look at the little doodads on the end, tassels, we call them. But I saw this and I saw it. I was like, what is that pattern? I saw it online. And I was like, oh my gosh. They are cats just kind of lounging. Look, they have their little, look at this. This is what I want to be doing right now, is napping. I mean, I want to be with you right now, but after this, I mean. I love it. It is so bright and colorful. She is fantastic. I love her stuff. I have some of her project bags as well, and they are great. You get a thread bed with all of them. The zipper is really nice. We have a zipper pull here. You can see it kind of goes out, like that's maybe 2 inches wide. Same on the bottom. It just hasn't been, it's been in the mail, right? Like I just got it this week, so it hasn't been like fluffed out yet. But it kind of expands a little bit, but not too much. I love it. I am so thrilled with this. So thank you so, so much. So that is that. So let's talk about plans, because it's the last weekend in January. Somehow. I don't know how that happened. So my plans for this week, I'm going to continue working on with the needle through the end of January for 25/7, 25 minutes a day for Garon Focus on a Designer. I'm going to work on Winter Montage. I'm going to give it 2 more days this month. And then the last 3 days of the month, I am going to pull out. So my goal this year, because I really missed 2 years ago, and I think even the year prior to that also, I had like a monthly rotation on my Hades where I would give them 3 or 4 days a month, probably 3 days a month. I didn't do that last year, and I really missed them. So I'm going to bring it back this year. So what I'm going to do is I've selected my 4. I mean, I don't have a ton of big full coverage projects. But what I'm going to do is I have 4, and I'm going to work on one 3 days a month for 3 months, and then I'll switch to the other one. So the first 3 months will be a stitching shelf. See, Tina, I'm bringing it out. This is Max Colors. It's artwork by Amy Stewart. It is charted by Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs. We started this as a group, not this past year, but the previous year, 2022, for World Cross Stitch Day. I have some done on it, not a ton. I'm stitching this on just like 18 count Aida, 2 threads over 1, two strands over 1, and this is where I'm at. So I don't have a ton done. It's very confetti heavy because it is Max Colors, so there's like 200 and some colors. But this will be a starting picture of where we are at. And then we can see where we get to at the end of 3 months with just, putting in 9 hours, I guess it would be a month. So that will come out as well. And then I am having 3 new starts in February. So before I see you next time, we'll be a couple days into February already. So let me show you. I am starting with Sarah from Stitchy Mommy. We are starting together Sampler of Fleur by Jardin Privé. I'm just using the called for, I can't remember, I have some fabric. It's not the called for fabric, but I'm using the called for colors. I think my friend Sam sent me this and she had all the floss with it. So I'm super excited about this. This will be fun. So I'm starting that with Sarah on February 1st. So I'm going to work on this February 1st and 2nd before I see you next. And then, so that takes us through to the end of the month and the start of February. My other new starts for February, we have a big start. Robin, a Bird's Eye Stitcher, and I are going to be starting Heartstring Samplery, Consider the Lilies. She's giant. It's 435 stitches wide by 363 high. It is like a 20-some page book. 22, 23 page book. I don't know. I have everything ready to go. I've prepped my threads. I'm just using the called for, except I'm doing mine 2 strands because I want it to be a little bit brighter. So I am using 2 strands. I don't even know what fabric. You'll see it when I start it, what fabric. I didn't pull all that stuff out. But I have everything. It's ready to go. And then my next start, my last start for the month, as far as I know, this is going to be a Sal, which is a stitch along or start along. It is from the December 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. Okay. This one is super cute, and I know there's several of us who are going to be starting it. It is called The Snuggle is Real. It is a Hannah Dale design. It is a kitten sleeping in a pink slipper, and I just can't handle the cuteness. Now, Jackie from Jack's Creations on Flosstube, she let me know that you can actually go to Bothy Threads, which is a UK company, and you can get, they have a pack, floss and fabric pack if you want to get the floss. Because there's a few DMC, there's a few Anchor flosses, there's a few Madeira floss, well, quite a lot Madeira flosses. And she was curious to try the Madeira. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't know that we have those here. I've never used them. But through Bothy, you can get the thread pack for all the called for. I just used the DMC conversion for the whole thing. So we'll see how that turns out. And I just found a pink fabric in my stash to put her on. But I can't wait. We're going to use hashtag Are You Kidding Me? We're starting that on Valentine's Day. So that will be our February 14th Sal start. Hashtag Are You Kidding Me? So those are my new starts for the month. Now, for the Magazine Monthly Challenge, this month we have our regular theme and our regular acrostic, and then we also are going to have a challenge. We do it every February called Be My Specialty. It's always over the week of Thanksgiving? No. Christmas? No. Valentine's Day. And it's stitch on something specialty. Either your fabric is like opalescent would count. Your stitches would count if you're doing specialty stitches. Your floss, maybe you're using a metallic floss. Maybe you're stitching with silks. Something like that specialty. We'll have the announcement in our Facebook group. I need to get that posted. But that will be coming up the week of the week of Valentine's Day. So look for that. Our theme for this month is in the meadow. In the meadow. So my theme piece is going to be the sampler flowers, because there are flowers everywhere and you find flowers in the meadow. So that is what I'm using for that. Our acrostic is snowshoe. Snowshoe. So for the 2 S's, I'm going to be working on this one for sampler. So that will take care of that. For the N, I'm going to be pulling out this month One Nation. This is by Bygone Stitches. I know a bunch of us started it, I think, July 4th or 1st last year. Every month that there's like a federal holiday, I guess, I'm going to pull this out. We have President's Day this month. I'm stitching this on a 32 count French blue, ironically. French blue by Fabrics by Stephanie. It's gorgeous fabric. And I just have the smallest, really the smallest start. That's all I have. So it'll be fun to give this some love. But I love how the colors are on this. I love this fabric. It's just like a very light blue. So that will be fun to work on that some more. That counts for the N and O in snowshoe. Both of the O's in snowshoe and the N. Then I'm going to be pulling out for the W in snow. I'm going to be pulling out Woodland Christmas. So this is a series I started, I think I started actually in November 2022. I'm on number 4. This will probably be on my Year of Whips, not this year, but for next year. And it is definitely on my countdown to 50. So here's where I'm at so far. I would like to get number 4 done. A lot of white stitching in there. I think this is such a darling piece. I'm just stitching this on 28 count Dove Gray. So we'll get some love on this month, which will be fun. Then, for the H in shoe, I will be working on Home of a Needleworker by Little House Needleworks. This chart was sent to me by Sandy, so thank you, Sandy. And Candy and I started this in September, I believe we both started it. And I think this is on both of our, it's for sure on my Year of Whips this year. I think it's on Candy's as well. Look at this beautiful pink fabric. Well, it's kind of looking orangey, but it's a beautiful pink fabric. I love it. I don't know what it is. I'll give you more information when I actually work on it. But here's where I'm at right now. I did make some modifications. I took out, there was a house under the H. I took that out. I put in 2 little kitty cats and a heart, because that represents my home. So that's where we're at. So that will be for the H. And then for the E in shoe of snowshoe, I am pulling out E Pluribus Unum by Jan Hicks Creates. Again, every time there's a federal holiday, I'll be pulling this out. This one is on my Year of Whips for this year to finish. And I am stitching this on a 32 count Eggnog Lugana by Color and Cotton. And I got some work to do, let me tell you. That's where I'm at. So we got some work to do this year. So I think that's everything for the theme and acrostic. My 25/7 piece in February is going to be the 1544 band sampler, so I can give it some good love for the month. I will also, of course, be working on Winter Montage on Sundays in February, and a stitching shelf will also come out for its 3 days in February. Whew. I think that is everything That's a lot. I have a big old mess to clean up and a nap to take. So, yeah, that's everything. I hope your January has been good. I know sometimes it can be a little bit of a rough month after the holidays and with weather and all that good stuff, but I hope you're doing well. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves, have a great stitchy week, and I will see you next week in February. Bye, everyone.